Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Board Games with Crackermantle, who beat me in the Star Wars Rebellion game last time we played. And instead of playing another Star Wars game, I convinced him to play a War of the Ring game with me, which is really cool. I am not going to go through the rules of this game. There are videos online and other tutorials and stuff readily available on YouTube. If there is a large call for it, I might do a tutorial video, but this is not it. If you don't know how to play, it's going to be really hard to follow, but otherwise it's going to be just, hi, I am Sauron. Let's see. 4+. We are Sauron. Alright, so yeah, it's gonna be hard to follow if you don't know what's going on. But I played it recently, so I have a good understanding of the rules here, and we'll just play, I think. Shuffling piles. So we're shuffling piles. Whoops. Do. Hunt pool needs to be shuffled. And that's basically it from the start of the game here. Before anything else happens, I will go through the steps, of course, so you can follow the game, even if you only have a small understanding of the rules. The basic concept, of course, is that this is the War of the Ring. One player plays Sauron, the other player plays not the Fellowship of the Ring, but the Free People of Middle-earth, which also has the ring bearers on their side, and they need to throw the ring into the mountain. That's one of the win conditions. If we kill the Fellowship and get into 12 corruption, then we win. The other way of winning is by military conquest. We need to have 10 conquest points in order to win. Whereas the Free Peoples, if they want to go for military victory, only need 4 points, but it's really hard for them for several reasons. Did Crackermantle disappear? This video will probably contain a massive amount of cuts, so don't be alarmed if we are jumping all the time, but I'm gonna make it as cohesive as I can. But it is a really long game, and there will probably be some intermissions where we look up rules and such. Excuse me. I have a rule book here in my hand to follow it with. I recently played it on the board with cardboard. This is Crackermantle is really the only one who wants to play with me online. But if anyone's watching this and feel like, hey, I want to play this with Keejchen, you can let me know, and I will absolutely play this with you, because I love this game. Just be prepared for it to take about 4 to 5 hours, which is a standard procedure, especially if it's a first time you're playing it. So I haven't even talked about this, but this is my own custom setup that I have made by stealing figurines from other tabletop simulator mods, specifically the Lord of the Rings tabletop game, which is kind of like Warhammer tabletop, but it's Lord of the Rings. Someone has taken the time to make the miniatures for that game, and then I went into that game with downloaded that mod and then just copied all the figurines over to our side, or over to this mod here. So instead of having plain old figurines, we have some really cool Rohan soldiers here. We have Rohan Regulus, Gondor leaders here, Gondor Elite, Free Peoples Elite, and Regulus, and Elves Elite here, Elves Regular, and then we have Dwarf leaders, which are really special looking, and we have Dwarf Elite here, and there's some variations in the tokens as well. Some of them are from other mods as well, like I think the Nazgul. No, they are from the Lord of the Ring mods. They even have a little Nazgul. No, these are from Warhammer. These are Dark Elves riding Black Dragons. These are definitely from the Lord of the Rings mod, Southron and Easterlings Elite. Then we have Regulars here, which is the Spearmen and Swordsmen. Then we have Trolls, which are Mordor Troll. They are Elite. And then for Sauron, and then this is Sauron Regulus, which I have made into goblins because they are not orcs. They are orcs, but this is orcs and goblins, whereas the Isengard units will have the Uruk-hai and War Riders. I even found some mages, like we have Sauron. The Witch King was hard to find a good one for, so he looks like that. The Mouth of Sauron doesn't really have a good token either. I have found one for the Balrog, which is up here. Very cool. I think this one is from Dungeons & Dragons, actually, but I'm not sure. And then we have Gothmog here, which is a Dark Elf, I think. And I even have Smaug, which isn't really represented in the game. I just took it because it looks cool. And we have Gollum here. How to change my seat? Mute. In front of the ring. That is a good question. Maybe we can't. Oh, change color. Yep. Alright. That worked. And we have Shadowfax, which isn't really represented either, but whatever. This is Shadowfax. We have Galadriel. Galadriel, you can use different tokens here because I found more than one. Elrond, I also found 2. And even Beorn, if you wanted to make a house rule thing for him. Then there's Treebeard here. I have Eagles, Ents of Fangorn. And different types of tokens for Dead Man of Dunharrow, so people can choose. Crackermantle can choose which ones he wants to use. Same with our special factions. We have these are called the Hillmen of Dunland. Name Hillmen of Dunland. So there. Corsairs here. Root of Shelob here, also with different tokens. Oh. I'm going to finish this token up. Good. He started moving things around, so I can't save anymore, but it is what it is. It's not... I made most of these stuff myself, and I have backup minis in here if I was testing out. 251 minutes that I've gone through. And the Fellowship is here. We have Boromir, Gimli, we have Aragorn, we have Pippin and Merry, Gandalf the Grey, and Legolas. And of course the ring bearers are Frodo and Sam are represented by the ring bearers thing here. Alright, I think I've gone through most of it, so you will probably see a cut here unless I can fill in the gaps with some eloquent talk. Alright, so I think we are sort of ready to start. Okay, so he's playing with all the expansions, by the way. So of course, there's some different Fellowship options, and Crackermantle has chosen to start with Legolas. At the very first line, he may start the game in Woodland Realm, and Gimli may start the game in Erebor. So Gimli is placed here, and the Woodland Realm has Legolas. So this is an alternate timeline where Gimli didn't join the Fellowship and Legolas didn't join the Fellowship. They instead opted to leave and go and defend their home turf, which is fair. You know, it's that's what we are practicing here. It's the whole, especially the expansions in this game, is all about what if this had been done differently in the War of the Ring, and what if this had been done. Like, what if these guys started outside? What if Gothmog had been used by Sauron earlier? What if the Balrog was used more aggressively? We draw one card from each deck. So we draw these one here, Ground of the Hammer World. I'm not gonna read them aloud, but I'm gonna read them in my mind, and I know it's not as good, but if it needs to be done, I will read it aloud. If Witch King isn't playing, it's not, so we don't have to worry about this one right now. This is good for recruitment. We get some free units. Not the best one. And draw. So this is the faction card. Draw 3 cards in the faction event deck. Should we compose our deck before? Alright, so yeah, of course you have to mix in the new cards, but that is already done here. I've even deleted the old card that you have to remove, because I would never play this without the expansions. It's just not as good as playing it with the expansions. Why would you, if you can choose more content? You know me and my ways of doing things. More complexity makes for better gameplay, more options, more gameplay, more fun, basically. So because you start with characters outside Fellowship, I get these tokens. This is the Shadow Action tokens. One of them will give us a free move muster on the political counter, and the other one is a free Nazgul move. We get those because he has chosen to put some dudes outside of the Fellowship. When you have drawn cards, we roll. I don't think he has drawn his cards yet. One is a free political advance. One is a free Nazgul move. And Mr. Crackermantle will have to initiate the round. This time he cannot pass because he has more dice than available than me, equal to or more. And because we rolled so many ice, not ice. Ice, baby. Oh, is he really moving the Fellowship? You take... No, okay, that's not true. That's remembering wrong. If we roll, for each 6 we roll, he will take 1 damage here. If an eye is drawn. So, Brave Fellowship goes on a journey here, and he is not found. That is unfortunate. Dang. Well, he got to move then. But it's unlikely that he will move again then, at least. Balrog activates. That if nothing else. So then I get, if he only starts with 1 outside, then I'll probably take the political advance marker. It even specifies here, very nice. Well done. Whoever created the original mod has put a lot of stuff into the game. That's quite nice. Rules like that. what is faction deck. We have played with the faction before, but maybe it was like a half a year ago, so maybe he doesn't really remember. Uh, 6 normal and 4 faction. Hand limit is you can mix any one of these cards up to 6, and then you can have 4 faction cards in hand. If you ever exceed the limit, you have to discard. Oh, and I should assign dice. So I will assign 1 eye. I always do 1 eye in the start. And then we should roll once he is ready. And I get 1 eye there. Ooh, and this is a good roll. A lot of mustard action dice. He got 2 Will of the West, so that's pretty nice. Alright, so he starts. The 3 peoples always start, but he can pass when he has fewer dice. Alright, so I will use my action die to advance Isengard to war. Wait. I'll use the action token, of course. Ah, but then he can pass again. Oh well. Yep, it's out. He rolled 1 sword and 2 jokers, which is really good. So we both rolled nice rolls here. Pass again. Then we will probably put Saruman in play. Saruman turns evil. So Saruman joins the fight. And I can highlight his card here. If Isengard is at war and Orthanc is unconquered, we may use 1 muster action die to place Saruman in Orthanc. That will gain us 1 bonus die in the next turn. And then it is Crackermantle's action. We alternate using our dice until every die has been used. And then it is a new round. And that is sort of how the game will progress. We don't really have any cards that we want to play at this point in the game, I think. We could play the Servants of Sauron, but it's not super necessary. I will activate a faction as well. And I will be, let's see, at least 1 faction, and I want to probably do Gothmog and the Belrock. We can do all of them, so that's good. Alright, so Crackermantle is making a move with the Fellowship. It will advance 1 step, so then we roll 2 dice, because I have 2 eyes in the hunt box, as it is named. If on 6s we find the Fellowship here, or at least have a successful hunt, nothing. So nothing was found in this turn. Then I will put in this one here. hillman of Dunland is swayed by Saruman. And with that one we get, let's see, recruitment 1 in each of, no, starting setup. 2 in Dunland and 2 in south and 2 in north. So that's just like this. Alright, so now we have the Hillmen of Dunland in play. Ragamuffin will use a either a muster or a movement here to advance the elves on the political track. Alright, cool. Then I will do the Balrog with a muster die. Some stirs in them. I was supposed to write something, but whatever. Maybe make him a little bit smaller. So he can be in there, and then a status counter. Ragamuffin is using his Joker to do something. Oh, he is moving on the Fellowship again. Just making sure that he is aware. 3, 2, 1, roll. Oh, double 1. Ha. So he gets to move the Fellowship again. He should be at position 2, indeed. Alright. Then I will put Gothmark into play. Sauron thinks Gothmark should help. So he joins the fight. I'll highlight his card here so you can pause and read it if you want to. He can do some cool stuff, but mainly he's just nice. Doesn't he? Oh. Sauron goes to war then, instead. I had to do that first, I forgot. My bad. And the Free People's action die will be used for... This is actually bad. No, right, no, it's not. Never mind. Because you can lose the Balrog's action die, but not before the Witch King comes into play, which he is not, so no worries. You can use Gothmark's action die to mitigate that, and I'll show you how later, because it will probably become relevant. I use it as the muster to drive and play Galadriel. Good idea. And I'll highlight her card. Troop movement. So I will move these guys here into Gorgoroth, and I will move, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, it fits with these guys. Oop. I get, let's see, we get for Saruman, and we get the Balrog die, and we get the faction event die. And we will put 2 eyes in here. Well, we have to draw cards first, so let's do that. He gets the Narnia action die, and that is correct. Because he has to move with the Fellowship in order to do it, but he did it, so it's good. We get her offspring, so we can recruit some spiders, which is nice. We get Madness and Horror. Play Sauron at a war. Damn. That's really good. Later in the game, breaking of the Fellowship if the Fellowship is revealed. That's a good one, alright. Fellowship is a 2, but he will probably not declare. And then we are ready to go into the next round. I will put in 2 eyes. And I don't remember, I think we have to put in 2 because he moved twice. I'm not sure it is a must. But I will do 2. He can move his Fellowship in order to activate the Eagles. If the Eagles' Fellowship's known position is not Rivendell, which it is right now, or if Gandalf the White is in play, you can play the Eagles. But he could move the Fellowship out right now and declare where it is, and then he would be able to use the Eagles. That would be kind of cool. We are rolling. Oh boy. That's really unfortunate because we can only roll 5 dice when looking for the Fellowship anyway, so this is really a poor roll. Sauron realized something is happening. Yes, indeed. Wow, that's a poor roll, but he probably will just not move the Fellowship this turn then. It can be very dangerous to do when there are this many eyes, for sure. So when you have 2 or more of these special dice, you will have to roll both of them, but then choose one of them to use. I like to mark it like this. All right. So he has to take the first action. Then he can move. He cannot move before he's activated. And I will let you guys read you can pause the screen if you want to read the card. Maybe I should read a little bit here too, just to make sure that I understand. It isn't actually specified here, but he has some special abilities as well. What did he do? Right. Okay, so when it is activated, yeah, and Dwarven nations are right. So Dwarven nations and Elf nations are advanced on the board, on the political track, because he's activated. I mostly do it to get the extra die, which is really nice. And when we roll the Balrog icon, we can only do the one thing with him, which is to activate it, so that's what we're doing. Okay, Mr. Crackermandle is taking an action. He is going to do a muster action. And he can put Lord Elrond into play if he wants. I really need to find some better tokens for these guys, or figurines. He gets the extra die. In comes Elrond into Rivendell. All right. Then I will do, I think we will use this guy here to more hillmen for Dunland. Here. Let's see, Galadriel said Elrond about dark moves in Moria. Tells Elrond about dark moves in Moria. And he is doing something. Here's a card being played. Oh, right, okay. 2 Smeagol tiles to the hunt pool. Now, where are the Smeagol tiles? Oh, I don't think we have Smeagol tiles. Interesting. Oh, they are here. And then shuffled. And now we have to shuffle it again. Because he checked, but it's okay. And then I will do some movements, troop movements. Let's see. I will use the move out here. And I will move out here. And Sauron marches to war. Let's see, what did he put his discard here? Add 2 Smeagol tiles to the hunt pool. So that happens. That does something if we draw the Smeagol tiles later. So far, it's been going pretty well for Crankavandle. He's off to a good start. He's got 3 moves in without being found. Well, I was unlucky here. And for me, it's basic start. I didn't have a bad start. I rolled some nice muster action dice in the first round, which means that we can activate a lot of new dice. But this round is pretty bad, actually. So, because we rolled all these eyes and they didn't even do anything for us. So that's a little bit unlucky. He's playing a Palantir, which is used to do a card here, and it is the right of the Theoden, giving him some units in Edoras or in a Rohan region containing a companion. So it has to be in Edoras because he has no companions. So this is an elite and 1 leader. That was an elf. Rohan is here. Rohan is... Oh. Rohan elite. Oh. Free People's Leader. That's my bad. Rohan leader and we're on Rohan elite. Yes, good. Let's see. Do we need to put any more guys into play? Or just do some mustering. Breaking of the Fellowship. Sauron. I think we will just do some moves. Probably. We will move this unit here. Up here. Notching it into place, and then I will put these guys down here, gathering those troops. with precisely 10 in one space. And he said, Theoden sent Gamelin, and I am not 100% into the Lord of the Rings lore as much as I want to be, so I'm not sure who Gamelin is, but I guess it's a rider of Theoden. Oh, he's moving his Rohan units out. He can do that because he has a Rohan leader in that stack. Cool. And then that is the end of the round. Did we get any new dice? I don't think so. No. And then let's see, we draw cards. Orc Patrol. Not something we can use right now. Then we have another one here. Half Orcs and Goblin Men. They have Isengard is at war. That's a pretty good one. Then one faction event die as well. And now we are getting close to the hand limit. We are actually the hand limit of other cards, non-faction cards, so something we need to stop. We need to start playing cards soon, but I couldn't really this turn. Whoops. This thing needs to be deleted. We need to place at least one eye, and I think I will do just the one. Well, two. 2 eyes. Declare fellowship question mark 2 eyes. And we roll. Ah, so many eyes. I never roll these eyes. Too many. Oh well. It's not as bad as last round. 4 is still good for stopping him. We need to have eyes. I would have liked 3 maybe. 4 is fine. It's fine. We also got Armed by Saruman here. That's nice. This is a draw card, so that's not really good. This is a player card at least. We need to start playing some cards. And he still has more dice available. No, I have more available because he can only choose one of his always Nenya. Okay. He can put them outside. Okay, that's fine. And he can pass if he wants. I pass, indeed. I will play drawing a card. Wait. No. Wait. That's a normal card, not a faction event card like I thought. There's not really anything I want to play. That's really bad. Maybe we can do something else. We can put Gothmog into play. Gothmog into play. And I'm glad we remember. Because this is sort of the last time we have before we move out of here. And we want him to follow the army, of course. That has no penalties to it, at least. Then I do kind of want to start using Saruman's special ability, the Voice of Saruman here, which is the best muster ability in the game, outside of playing cards. We do want to play cards, but I can't play any of these. Isengard is at war, so we could do that one. He's moving the Fellowship. Always do the movement first so we don't forget. 4 this time. And here we go. Come on, a 6 this time. Not a single one. Sneaky hobbitses. That's really unlucky. Like we've rolled 9, let's see, and then 2, that's 11, and then 2 more, which was at 5, so 11 at 6 11 tries at rolling a 6, and 2 tries at rolling a 5, and we have not gotten it. This is because I left Gimli in Erebor. Yes. Makes sense. Okay. We can play Monsters Roused. Maybe I should. Just to play something and get it out of the hand. It's the only one we really can play, and it's the one we will discard if we don't, so... It's just not really a good card. We can use cards by... starting attacks. That's another thing. Right. We might be able to march into Minas Tirith this round, and then we would be able to play some cards. We can do some cards. Yes, okay, I will do a movement. Troop movement. So I will do this group here of 10 units out in South Ethelian. There. What's he doing? He's going through his... So in a minute he's gonna ask me what I did. As per usual. Oh, I kind of need to get the Easterlings mustered as well. I haven't really gotten around to do that. Damn. Yeah. So maybe we are not ready to attack yet, because I kind of want to... I always prefer having my Corsairs raised with a full fleet, so we can sail up into Gondor. Maybe that would be better. Dang it. So what do we do? Well, we need him to be revealed to use many of the cards here. I don't want to do this. We could go into Osgiliath to use one card. And we could play the Desperate Battle. So what's he doing? He's playing either a muster or a troop movement here, and he's moving out into Osgiliath. Oh. That is interesting. Now we can try to run around back line. That would be a legit play. And he's moving up to reinforce the forts of Isen. Very cool. It's not normal that we see that I see the Free People's player moving a lot of troops around inside their borders. I usually do it with Gondor, but not with Rohan like this, so that's kind of cool. What can we play? We need to play a card. Otherwise we will end up discarding stuff. I could go into Osgiliath. We could also try to run around, going Death Marshes. He doesn't have a lot of movement remaining. Balrog action die. Well, we won't be able to use it, will we? No. Let's see. Okay. I will use a card and I will do Monsters Roused, I suppose. So we get one Sauron regular unit in each of Armagh, Edmors, and Weather Hills, and one in Elite in Trollshars. These are not the right ones. Sauron regular here. It's one of the worst recruitment cards because we get them in different territories, which is not something you usually want. So we have to spend a lot of actions to collect the guys. Let's do a mountain troll here. There's no real difference except aesthetics. I kind of like it though. We can delete this box here, right? so I don't have to put them into the hand. Oh, he did that on his own. Nice. So now what will he do? Let's see, we need 3 moves to sneak around into Minas Tirith. That would be a power play. We cannot do it with the dice we have right now, unfortunately. That would be super good. Yeah. Or we can go to Edoras as well. Cragamantle is playing a card. What will it be? We are going to have to discard at least 1 card, I think, at the next round here. We also have a draw card here, so it's going to look like we are going to have to discard 2 cards, but it's not the end of the world. It's just annoying. He has King Brand's Men, so recruit 2 North regulars in Dale, then draw 1 strategy event card. Alright. 3 people's regular. And they go to Dale, which is up here. And this is an elite, so now we have 3 regulars and 1 elite in Dale. Not bad. And then he gets a new 3 people's strategy event card. Alright, I will probably do the Balrog thing. And just draw, let's see. We can do a shadow character event card. Let's do strategy. Well, no. Well, this card deck has a lot more cards. I'll go for that one. Play on table if any people's faction is in play. Damn it! We cannot play it. So we will have to discard 2 cards, because I cannot play any of these. That's pretty bad. We can play Armed by Saruman, but we have room for 1 more faction event card in hand, so it's not necessary. Whereas our other cards are at their hand limit, and unless he gets revealed, his fellowship, he can't do anything of those special things. Is this one worth playing and keeping? If we need to think about which cards to discard, of course. So might be good. This one's really good. This one's really good. This one's meh. Play if a Shadow Legion is in a battle, after removing casualties from the combat roll and leader reroll. Gondor is advancing on the political counter. So now he cannot yet recruit, and he cannot move the final step down. Ninja Influx. Alright. I will do probably Saruman, the voice of Saruman. Saruman roars across the land. And that gives us 3 regulars in total. 1 in each of the Isengard recruitable territories. More orcs around the Isen. He might even go into Orthanc. That would be really interesting with his little force here. I don't think that's a viable play, but maybe it is. You could kill Saruman with some good rolls. And now the Rohan political counter is being advanced. Alright. I will have to play one of these things. Maybe we could try to move around here. Just to make him spend some actions. Scouts reports alarm Rohan. Alright. Sauron maneuvers. There. Alright. I'm convinced that that's a pretty good move. And then that is the end of the round here. Now we have to discard some cards. Let's see, these are the new ones. Player Sauron has a lore. This one's pretty good. Pits of Mordor. The lore of Elven Rings. Before the action, if any of you may change the result on one of your action die to another result of your choice. And this is a play to the table thing. Okay. Fear of their masters. Play if a minion is in the battle, forfeit your entire leadership to add 2 to all combat dice in your combat roll. That's really, really strong. This one might go out. Yeah. Madness and horror. This one isn't really... This one is good too in the combat ability. He declares his fellowship. I have to discard first though, so I'm going to finish this up. Not on anybody's side. I will discard that one. Of course he can. So he declares the fellowship, he can move it 4 tiles. If he moves through... Oh, so he's trying through the Moria. Ignore any reveal color icon on the tile. If the tile is an eye, eliminate. You draw. So we draw 1 hunt tile. If the tile is an eye, eliminate both the Balrog and the guide. So Balrog dies. Fly, you fools. So Gandalf sacrifices himself to kill the Balrog. I've never actually seen this happen before. That's kind of cool. Is anything else happening here? We're going to share to do. Balrog ignore any real corner. Yeah, okay. Balrog is dead. And Gandalf dies, but spoilers, he comes back. So, okay. Now I need to read something real quick. I don't think he gets the Nenya die then. Hold on, that's not here. A summary of the turn. Fellowship phase. Oh. He gets the Nenya die one last time. You get the Nenya die one last time. I will place 2 eyes. Not the Nenya, maybe. You get dice before declaring. I put 2 eyes. And 1. Oh. Balrog die is out, of course. You choose one with stars. You lose them if Gandalf the White is in play. So now it is safe. Alright, we're back. There was a little time skip here because I've paused the recording. We were talking some rules and then I didn't start it again. So he moved the fellowship and got away with it. So it's now in position 1 here, and I found him, but I only dealt 2 damage with the hunt tile. Then I have activated the Witch King of Angmar in here, and then I have activated the Roots of Shelob. I'm gonna just put it on screen. You can pause if you want to read, but it gives us a spider here and here. He passes again, he says. Alright, so then I will play a card. We'll do the Pits of Mordor. Giving us some Sauron Regulus. Oh, we don't have enough. That sucks. Well, we only have the ones we have. I will put 2 in Moria. I will put 2 in Minas Morgul. I will put 1 in Dol Guldur. So now we are out of Sauron Regulars to play. And that's why the Troll Shows or Monsters Rouse card is not really that good. But never mind that. It's all good. He's playing a muster action die. Eagles Awaken. Yes, indeed. Alright. That gives him... I'll put it on screen again. 2 eagles in Eagles Eyrie. That is up here, indeed. But they are very mobile. They can move 4 spaces around the board and such, so you will be able to use them for something. Quite likely. I really like the Eagles. It's one of the more flexible factions on the good side. In general, the good side faction don't do a whole lot, not compared to what the evil side faction can do. But they have some utility, of course, and then the Dead Men of Dorn Harrow can be really, really strong in a burst of power, in a way. Alright, let's see. I will play Armed by Saruman, I think. No, you know what? I have some other things I want to do. I want to do 1 move, at least. Army moves. Here. Up into Moria. Whoops. And then I want to do 1 down here. I think we have to leave 1 behind. Is that right? That's usually how it goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yes, we have to leave 1 behind. They are now gathered in Umbar, ready to sail out. I will say done. We should try to use 1 more card. We might get that in the form of a battle. Now he might make a mistake here. If he uses the sword again next, then he won't have an armor move available, and then we can sneak around into Minas Tirith. He can change this die with any action die to any other action die we use in one of the rings, but then he's expending those, and when they are used, they turn evil, and we get them onto our side. So that's Strider and Boromir move out of the company. All right. So they leave the Fellowship. And he wants to try to get Strider down into Minas Tirith in order to... Oh, can they get there right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, they can. Damn. Damn it. That is annoying. Well played. We might be able to kill him before he becomes king. If we can hurry on into Minas Tirith. But I still want to get the Southron and Easterlings into... They are not even at war. We need 2 steps down here, and then we need to spend 1 faction event recruit to get them going. Then they start with 3 in Umbar. We need to recruit twice, and then we can do a sailing to Pelargir. So it's not gonna happen right now. And Boromir and Aragorn are indeed in Minas Tirith. Cool. I will play Armed to the Teeth. Gondor is activated, really? Right. He's right. I will play Armed to the Teeth, I think. If the Fellowship is revealed, which they are not. Wait, we have this one here. Orc Patrol. Right, we do this one here. Orc Patrol. If the Fellowship is not in a region containing a free people settlement, draw a hunt tile. I will let him read. Smeagol. Alright, and I had the rules in hand. Smeagol. How Smeagol enters play. Smeagol in play. I have it here in my hand. And he will become... No, that's not the one. Oh, that thing, that lurking figure saved us from the Orc Patrol. Haha, indeed. Indeed. Where is Smeagol? I don't think this is the card. We shall get it is something that comes into play. Oh, here it is. Okay. And that has some special rules, like he's the leader of the Fellowship and can take... If a Smeagol hunt tile is drawn, the hunt damage is considered to be 0. Remove the drawn Smeagol tile from the game. Won't go back. Turn the presence. Smeagol's level is equal to the highest level companion of the Fellowship. And the Smeagol shall get it, and card will come into play if he ever leaves. And he may be taking us a hunt casualty. So he's just the leader of the Fellowship, nothing special happening. Otherwise, follow. Special tile discarded without effect. Ah, never mind. We did the thing. Play the Gondor Nation is active. Advance the Rohan Nation one step on the political track, then recruit. But it's not active. Oh, right. It's the Gondor Nation is active, and it is, yes. Go ahead. And recruit one Rohan unit and one Rohan leader in Edoras. Alright, he's getting all his guys ready for war. Now, we would be able to attack in Minas Tirith, should we? I think we should. I should probably do battle out here, though, instead of going around into Druiden Forest. I think that's better. Well, otherwise let's force him to spend an action die to move into... he says what? Theoden wears armor, okay. Ah, he puts on his armor. I don't think we should activate him right now, so... no, I won't. I will instead just do a normal move. Or a, not a move, but a... Where the Fellowship is revealed. Sauron is at war. Sauron's at Sauron. Play on the table. Oh, we can't play this now, damn. Can't play that. What was I gonna do? Well, we want to get the Easterlings into play, so we could do this one first. Gothmog. Well, I'll do... Easterlings need to get moving. We have to start getting them ready for war. If I ever want to sail up here, which we do. We might be able to do the sneaking around into Minas Tirith next turn. Right now he can't really use the sword for anything, is my thinking, so... I would rather not let him have a good option to use that die. Ah, I forgot. I'm gonna move my army out here to get us an extra reroll on the Fellowship. So if he moves the Fellowship right now, it's actually a pretty good move because it will be before I get a reroll an extra reroll on him. So that's something. I didn't think that through. But it's unlikely that he will try to move his Fellowship right now, because I have a good chance of finding him. Now, where did his hand go? Always tracking his hand, I think. Oh, he's here. I found him. Alright, what's he doing? Oromor brings Gondor to war. Alright. So then we might as well move into Gondor. But do we do it as an attack, or do we do it as a move? Might as well do it as a move in this case to get into Duadan Forest. We're next to Edoras, or closer to Edoras as well. But into Osgiliath, well, he would get a free move by retreating. And we will move on to the Fellowship up here. Like so. So now, because we have an army unit and a Nazgul on top of the Fellowship, we get 2 rerolls when he's trying to move. But most likely he will declare himself in the Elven Stronghold here. Alright, but that is the end of the round. And we draw cards. I have to discard a faction event card, but that's fine. Wild Hillman. That's not bad. Let's do the Servants of Sauron. Discard that one. And then we should be at our hand limit again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, indeed. And he's declaring his fellowship into Lorien, probably, and then he will, because he's declaring himself into a Free People's Unconquered Stronghold, he will get 1 corruption healing. So that's a good move. Then something happens with Smeagol. So hold on. Not into Lorien then. He sees his nose. The fear declared which is not an unconquered free people stronghold, he may move the chief of the ring wraiths to the region containing the ring bearers. Alright. Now let's look at our new cards. Musterings of Long Planned War. Pretty good one for getting some extra units out. And the Balrog has come. Ha. Well, we can't play that one. And the Durance is within 2 regions of Moria. Okay. Fending Army. Alright. Cool. We can still play that one, so that's fine. In battle. I will put 2 eyes. Here's an eye. Roll me an eye, please. God damn it. 2 eyes. And I get an extra die because we have the Witch King in play. Alright, he's getting close to Mordor already. That's getting dangerous. Okay. We have to wait for him to discard. Now a good roll this turn would mean that we could maybe sail up into Palagir if we can get enough musters and faction recruit die to hit the faction die to hit the recruit. That would be really nice. With a good roll, we can make it into Gondor from south as well, before he starts recruiting a lot of units or mustering a lot of units. That would be nice. He's discarding some cards here, by chance or by foresight. And this is another discard. Rangers of the North. Alright. Cool. And we roll one eye. Lots of muster though, so we can do the sneaky attack. Oops. This was a muster. I have it on video. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 musters. So we can indeed. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 musters. And then we have 3 attacks. Perfect. That was the best roll I could have had. Nice. Yeah, okay, nice. And he is asking if he can modify the Elven Ring with one of the counters here as a joker, and I just read that in the manual that you cannot, so I know that for a fact. Because he had me read the rules before. So now I am well informed. Mahaha! I put a little Smeagol token on top of the ring bearers here. Now he should take first turn, because otherwise I will conquer Minas Tirith. But he can use the swords to get in. He's actually got a pretty poor roll, but he can move into Minas Tirith with one of the swords, because he has a leader, I think, here. Yep, a Gondor leader. And so he probably should. But he didn't roll, he rolled only one joker here that he can use as a muster for mustering Gondor troops this turn. So he won't be able to do a whole lot of that. Alright, unless he spends a ring, of course. So he's expending a ring to do what? Oh, this is what works. Okay, so he's doing a movement, I suppose? Yes, okay. He could have done that with the sword on its own, so I'm not sure why he would do it like that, but that's fine. Unless he wants 2 moves in one here, which is probably what he's going for then. And there can only be 3 guys inside the siege. So this is 4. Oh, sorry, 3, because these leaders don't count. But we could attack here now. We can go for... We could just let him do the thing. He's gonna do one elite in there. But we can't prevent him from doing a muster this round. So it is what it is. I will... Let's see. 1, 2 for flipping it, 3, 4. Yes, and then move. And then sail. And then we can't get in here unless we... Oh, he's doing a move up here. Right, okay. So then he's threatening to take Umbar if I move out, which is interesting, but I have the Madness and Horror to get him out if I want. To do in adjacent or in the same region as a sword and stronghold. Yeah, we can get this played then. Alright, so I see there's an opportunity there. Easterlings. Easterlings at war. And he's gonna muster with his Joker die. Quite likely. That is all he's going to be able to muster this turn, and I will probably prefer sailing to Dol Amroth rather than going into Minas Tirith this turn. Oh, right. Strider is no more. He is revealed. Aragorn. Right. That he needs the Joker for that. So that's why he did it like he did. What can I say? Return of the King. The last King of Gondor. Return of the King. He's already called Aragorn here, so it is what it is. We don't have a special token for him. Well, that's cool. I will write rumors of pirates along in Umbar. Rumors of pirates in Umbar. Dun 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 dun. So then we'll sail to Pelargir, and then we'll sail to Dol Amroth. And that will be good. Then he can take Umbar, but then we will move in with this guy here to just challenge it, and then we can play the Madness and Horror when he's inside the siege. And that will be good, I hope. I pass, he says. Alright, I will put more ships. So rolling all of this muster is really, really important, because it allows us to do this whole combo in one turn. More! Haha. An astonishing fleet. Yes, indeed. Thank you. I am proud of it. He plays a play or draw faction event card. He will probably play one because he had to discard one this turn. We should play a card as well, but we will probably play some as part of a battle somewhere. Maybe. We'll see. This is gonna be a shorter game, I think, because he's been rushing the Fellowship forward. He's doing really well, actually, and I feel really pressured because we haven't taken a single point yet. We haven't even really attacked Gondor yet, and he's more than halfway towards the mountain. But he's probably not going to move the Fellowship this turn. Next move we make, we will sail to Pelargir and then move this stack of units onto the Ring Bearers, so giving us an extra reroll again. Alright, so he uses this thing here in long, swift lines. You can read it if you wanna, but it's pretty simple. He gets 3 eagles on it, and then when he does political actions, he will get a free eagle, basically. Or something like that. No, when you play a faction event card, right. Yep. Sounds good. Invasion. So this gives us our first victory point. And then up here, and we move some troops onto the Fellowship again. Probably gonna leave one soldier behind here, just to make it more difficult for him to go to Moria if he wanted. And I'll leave the Corsairs on screen. You can move up to 4 regions actually, but we want to get Pilar here, so we're only moving the 2. We can attack 2 spaces, so we wouldn't be able to attack the Ulmroth from Umbar. And we have our first victory point. These small rectangular cities are worth 1 point. The big strongholds are square strongholds are worth 2 victory points. So we have 10% of the victory points we need in order to win. He's playing a card. Speed greater than any win. Recruit 1 eagle in Erie and then play 1 faction event card. Alright, so he gets an extra eagle and then a free eagle. He gets technically 2 because he's playing 2 cards, I guess. Alright, I think he mistakenly picked up 2 here. They are a little bit finicky, but it's the best eagle figurine I could find. It is what it is. They can actually stack on top of each other if we really wanted it. And he may play 1 more faction event card if he wants. Or reshuffle all eagle faction event cards, including this one, back into the discard. From the discard pile into the deck. But he probably will want to play 1 more. And then we have Lifted Up and Born Far Away. Player, if the fellowship is not on the mortar track, move all eagles, then eliminate 1 eagle to move the fellowship. And he gets 1 extra eagle. And he may move the fellowship. Following the normal movement rules. And I guess we would roll. I think I would roll, right? Move all eagles that eliminate 1 eagle to move the fellowship following the normal. No, they can move anywhere. They don't have a movement limit. They are like the Nazgul. Can move anywhere. Ah, okay. I am gonna do this to make them a little bit easier to fit in here. Haha. Alright, and then he can destroy 1. Or did he already do that? No, I don't think so. Or did he? With 2 rerolls. Oh, there's a 6. And we can get more successes that does more damage with if we draw an eye. in 3 corruption damage. Very nice. So then he goes up to 5 corruption, unless he takes the damage on one of his... Oh, he can take it on Smeagol. Smeagol is equal level to... I think Legolas is level 2. So he will be worth 2, which means he can reduce the damage by 2. That's probably worth it in this case. You can either take it directly as damage, or he can take it as damage on the leader and reduce it by his level and that leader dies, or he can randomize it between the 4 that remain in the party. Those are the 3 options. Leader is Smeagol. Let's see. He draws it from this pile here. Random companion pool is shuffled several times. Then he draws 1. So the Meriadoc was the one who took the damage. So then he has to find it in here. Mary is eliminated while in the Fellowship. Immediately place him in play again as if he was just separated from the Fellowship. The spell ability cannot be used. So that's why they are pretty cool. So then you only take 2 corruption, because it is only reduced by the level of the character that dies. But he doesn't actually die, because it is the hobbits. That's kind of cool. He lives. And this is actually the Frodo token, but whatever, it's a hobbit. Everyone can see that it's a hobbit. And I think Pippin has the same token. Whatever. I couldn't find a lot of good hobbit tokens anywhere in any mod, so it is what it is. Why do we want him in Fangorn? That's not where he comes out. Oh, separate him as if he was just separated. Ah. Yep, you can move him. Again, we agree. Then I will make an attack. Is that now? Yes. I declare attack on Dolan Roth. Pirate Raiders. And he can move. They close themselves inside the fortress, indeed. They have the ability to do that. They go over here. Whoop. So I can go into his territory. Doloroth have to resist. Well, they can try, but I will pressure them. And then I will put a control marker on here to note that I have been there. They can try, and then let's see. with an evil smiley. One of those piles with this one. The Palantir dice can be used for any type of card. This one is specific to the old type of cards. Can only be used for drawing as well. Let's see. Now we will attack in Osgiliath, I think. And this one he cannot just run away from. There has to be at least one round of combat, which means we can play a card. I'm gonna play this one. Not that one. Hey, the Fellowship is revealed. No. Sauron is at war. No. Ah, is that all of them? God damn it. Balrog has come. We cannot play that. The Elven Lore. I might play this one. The Shadow Minion is in the battle. We do not have that. I guess I won't play any cards. We don't even have a spider. No, we don't have anything. Dang it. So no cards. Unless I want to play Musterings of a Long Planned War, but no. Play normal card combat cards or one of the Eagle combat cards. Making him aware of his choices here. We are attacking from South Ithilien into Osgiliath. You're actually hoping to take some losses here. Sort of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So we have to discard anyway. Might as well use one of the cards then. Damn. Maybe we play this one. We can't. God damn it. Musterings of a Long Planned War. Both armies add 1 to all dice in their combat and reroll. Wait, I play a card. We don't need Musterings of a Long Planned War. We cannot really viably do it, so I'll play this. Yeah. Oh, we actually had 6 cards in hand, so it's even worse. No, because I'm reading one of our discard piles. My bad. No, we still have 5. God damn it. Yeah, so we will still need to discard. And I will not discard that, I will not discard that. I will not discard that. So we might as well play this one, because we were going to discard it anyway. And we want to take some casualties, because we have too many units. We have no units off the board. We can recruit on the Sauron side at least. So, like if someone were moving on Moria, it would be nice to be able to recruit a unit in there to ward them off, but right now we can't. Speeding on the gathering wind. Okay. And then what? After removing casualties, you may roll one of these to eliminate one eagle and or score hits. Alright. Now we are rolling. This is the first combat. So now we roll a maximum of 5 dice. But we have more than 10 units, so we roll the maximum. And let's see. Normally it would be 6s here because there's a fortification. Oh, but they're dead. Now, normally I think factions would be eliminated. Yeah, so they're definitely dead. I will put them out here. And he gets 1 kill. And it goes. The difference between the two factions or the two sides is that our units will be replenished and go to the reinforcements, and his will die permanently because the 3 peoples of Middle Earth are not countless in numbers like the Dark Lord, the servants of the Dark Lord are. So we lost 2, and his eagle killed 1. Not bad. Alright, and we move in with our 8 units. Alright. That was a combat, a very successful one for us. We'll discard this one in the proper pile. Your move, human. Hehe. And we will be able to play 1 card with our final cards. We don't actually have to discard. I forgot. Let's see. We will probably do the Lord of the Elven Rings. Oh, he's attacking out of Minas Tirith. Into Durden Forest. What is he doing? He can't move past me. So he must be attacking. Cool. Alright. Let's see. No, we can play this one. I don't wanna play if the Nazgul leadership is 1 or more, but I don't want to play it. And no. That is a very bold move, Mr. Crackermantle. I do not play a card. Advantageous position. If the defender is sent out warrior, subtract 1 from all the combat roll of the shadow player, so a 6 is still considered a hit. Normally it's 5 for 6s, and in this case he's reducing me to hitting on 6s again, so he's hitting on 5s and 6s, and I am hitting on 6s. He's rolling 5 dice because he has special leaders that add extra dice, so even though he doesn't have 5 units, excuse me, he will still roll 5 dice. Hitting on 5s. He has plenty of rerolls. I think he has 3 rerolls at least, so yeah. Not bad. 3 kills. Alright. And then I will be attacking with my 5 dice. Not getting anything. I have 2 rerolls. Nothing. Let's see, this is 1 for 1 round. Yeah. I will stay. I could run away, but I will continue here. Because fighting outside Minas Tirith is actually a really, really good setup for us. Normally, fighting into Minas Tirith would be quite a hassle, to say the least. So I want to continue this fight for sure. I am A-okay with this. And we still have 7 units in here, so I'm not scared. Like, if we lose the whole army, we lose the Nazgul as well. But unlikely to happen. Advantageous position again. Alright. Nice. Maybe he's just doing it to get some cards out of the hand. That's fair. Now he's rerolling all the dice. It doesn't really matter. So he got 3 kills again, and then he has 2 rerolls. Now it's getting a little bit scary. We still get our 5 rolls, even though we are going below the 5. So 4 kills here. Not that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we have units to recruit again. Come on, just 1 kill would be nice here. Oh, ooh. That was a good roll. 4 total 6s. It's dealing 4 damage to his army here. That's an elite is worth 2. And then he has to kill 2 regulars. That leaves nothing. Wow. That's amazing. So Aragorn dies. And he, good old Mr. Crackermantle, the defeatist, is probably gonna concede because of that? I don't know. That was a risky move, man. But yeah, that's unlikely, of course. I'm hoping that you want to continue, but otherwise, you know, I can't make people play. Oh, they're exploding and everything. Well, he didn't do that on purpose. Aragorn was too brave for his own good. That was really, really lucky. But he did kill a lot of my units. I'm not sure I like that play. I understand why he did it, but it would have been better for him to just sit in Minas Tirith regardless and just be super annoying and extend the game that way. Now it's really easy for me to take Minas Tirith, and we have Dol Amroth as well, and then the army here can proceed to the west. I tried, and it went bad. Tirith from Os Gilead. It always looks bad for the good guys. And it always looks bad for the good guys. He retreats into the fortress. And then I come in here. The possibility to activate the dead man as well, right? I think, can any companion do that? Or Strider? No, right, he can't even use the dead man of Don Harrow anymore. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, that was I'm gonna say that was a bad move, probably. It's not as bad as the move that I made in our previous game in Star Wars Rebellion, where I lost turn 1 at least. So there, he's got that going for him. I've definitely done stupider things. So, I mean, it was a cool play. But even if he wins here and loses a little bit, I retreat and then I can attack into it with my other army and try to finish off the group that survives. I think there's no chance, is what he's saying. Well, no chance. Chance or no chance. I am not close to winning. I have 1 point and I will get 5 total here in Gondor, sure. But then, even with Rohan, it's not over, and he's got... Is Gimli still out here? Yes, Gimli is in Erebor. I mean, even this siege here could fail. This siege here could... I mean, okay, this siege is unlikely to fail, but I don't have an edge over Rohan in sight. He could move to Helm's Deep with his fellowship if he wanted to heal. He can still move to Lorien. Probably, maybe. He still has companions. No way to recover. There's cards that can help. He says I should not do that attack. Yeah. I should use another ring and recruit, that's all. So he had the sword and he wanted to use it for something, I suppose, and then he did that. He could have done something else. Played a card, maybe. Advantageous position. Yeah, the kindred of Glorfindel wouldn't really have helped him a lot. I will say that if you come back from a game like this, it makes the victory all the sweeter. And you know, we have been playing this for round about, I want to say, well, how many hours? 3 hours? No, more, 4 hours. And it probably has about 3 hours to go, 2 hours to go. So it's a lot of time investment for not finishing. Oh, okay, so he does concede. Oh well, it is too bad. Too bad. Let's analyze the board a little bit, because I think that is interesting. For the mountain, he could go to Helm's Deep. And let's see, yeah, no, he shouldn't have done this move, clearly. And he says so himself. It was way too risky. Even if he kills, if I only kill 1 unit, that leaves 3 hit points back. With that sword, he could have, let's see, Aragorn is level 3, so he can move 3 spaces. That's 1, 2, 3. Then he's in Lamedon. When he's in Lamedon, he's not in danger because you can't kill a character if it's not in an army. So standing there, he will then be able to unlock the Deadman of Donharrow in the following turn, and you can't really see what it can do from here, but you can again read about it on the internet if you want. And it will actually probably be able to save him in Dol Amroth, maybe even allow some recruitment by scaring away the troops and again delaying and delaying and delaying while the Fellowship has time to maybe go to Helm's Deep or Lorien, something like that. And I wouldn't even be able to just take Minas Tirith at that point. So that's my analysis of the point of the board here. He should have used that die instead of attacking there. Just move Aragorn alone out here and leave Boromir behind to handle the defense in Minas Tirith. I think that would have been a bit of a choice. It's a little bit sad, and I wish he would finish it, but yeah, it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching, and if you stuck around for all that time, then that's good. And again, if anyone else feels like playing, and also that goes out to Crackermantle too, if we can play again, I hope, soon. Probably some more Star Wars Rebellion. That's always something I want to play as well, if someone's up for that. Let me know, and yeah, see you around. Bye-bye.